Okay, so we are ready to go. Let me know if you're tuning into this Thursday 9:30 live. The workout is with your glute band if you've got one and if indeed you want to use one. In terms of the actual starting position, you will be in standing squat position. So here the preparation moment starts. Good morning, Lindsay. Let's hope you've got your glute band ready. The other option you have today is you could actually use your handheld weights if you chose to. And here we go in front of the camera. Hello, people. The option of using these weighted balls is there for you if you want to use it. If indeed it gives you that stronger connection to the whole upper body as well as lower body. So it's very easy. We might say we have a leg bias positioning or workout, but if your upper body disconnects and you find that holding weights connects you, then let's do that with the weights. So there are no rules here. Yes, got glute band. Good old Lindsay, well done you. Not old, of course, good Lindsay. Your glute band wants to be sufficient for you, but you don't have to use a glute band. Morning, Margaret. You don't have to use weights, you don't have to use a glute band. Some people might need to do this workout without any kind of little bits of equipment, just to get a greater sensation as to what their legs can and can't do. Remember, the glute band needs to be such that when you're working with it, there's nothing untoward going on in the lower back, sacroiliac, or the front of the hip, what I call the nickel line. Good morning, Ellie, great to see you again. The workout for part one will very clearly be your side bottom hamstring glutes, okay? And Lindsay's just telling me it's not the first time. Old. Oh no, you are old, aren't you? Yes, you're saying no, right first time, I'm old. Yes, I think the COVID lockdown doesn't make you feel younger, does it? It definitely makes you feel your age, if not more than. While you're waiting for the moment to start, and I'm giving time for people to come in, morning Ken, the pelvic floor, core connection, good morning Michelle, the whole sensation of where you should be in your standing prep. By using the glute band, you definitely need to have the thighs just slightly apart. You don't want in this opening section a massive strain going on, because the intensity wants to find that it builds within your body. The body responds better to a gradual intensifying of muscle groups rather than this sudden whacking as though you're trying to kill it off. For those of you waiting then, if you've got your handheld weights, that's great. If you're using them, put them by the sides of your thighs. It is not a prerequisite. It's more because we used them yesterday, and I appreciate that for some of you, that getting the sense of the upper body working quite hard whilst working with the weights helps, as long as it doesn't bypass the experience with the legs. We're going to start with this slow motion squat. So the inhale, finding your way down with the breathing, and the breath out, finding your way back up with the band and the breath out. Morning, Lorna. Inhale down into your squat, and breath out, pushing up into your standing position. Inhaling, there's a gentle press of the outside of the thigh against the band. It helps my ankle joints stabilise. For people with fallen arches, then the feel to take the weight to the outsides of your feet and not allow your ankles to roll in is what this moment's about. By having the weights by the sides of your thighs, if indeed you're using weights, will help you stay connected with the upper back muscles. Remember, we talked in the last leg video about the shoulder blade area. Between shoulder blade, you have upper back stabilizers, which allow you to take away that whole I'm leaning bent forward slouched position. The inhaling down, this is still the prep. The breath out, you're preparing the breathing muscles to work quite significantly as the leg muscles, which are big muscles, demands more and more blood flow and therefore more pelvic stabilization. All right, people, good morning, Anne. Stay down into your squat. If you've just joined in, by all means, do a couple of squats. In the squat position then, we do our prep for the standing work. Morning, Diane. So inhaling and exhaling, we found our first squat, and exhale, you've got your shoulder blades drawn backwards. If you're using weights, you're pressing to the sides of the thighs. If you're not, you push your hands to the sides of the thighs. It's really simple. Breath out then, the discovery of pelvic floor to core breath with that tiny tilt of the pelvis. Breathe in to give the lower back the lengthening and alignment stretch, and breathing out, the pelvis goes back to your neutral, sit bones reach away. Breathing in, exhaling, empty there. Find the pelvic imprint, the pelvic tilt. Breathe in, you'll feel increased activation of the hamstring to sit bone area. Breathe out, and you find your neutral. And then exhale, stand up. So here we go again. Hi Hazel, Susan. So you're going into the squats. If you've just joined us, don't worry. I realise I started a tad earlier, but you've missed nothing really. Join in again. I'm priming the body with the inhale to lower into the squat, pull your sit bones back, exhale, push up. The pulling of the thighs against the glute band lightly is the experience you're looking for to take to the side of your leg work. Inhaling down, exhaling back up. Breathing in, hinging backwards, inhaling up. Now if your weights want to be activated now, you could take your arms further back. In other words, the weights activate the upper back. If you've never used hand weights, don't suddenly start using them because you think it's, oh, okay, I will. Don't use them. Hello, Patricia. Hello, Tina. We're just getting everyone warm in the room. You're breathing in and out. And hello, Carol. Great to see you're here. Alias. Down we go and up we go. I'm going to keep the squats active. Remember the pelvic floor. I would suggest that you need to do quite a few squats before you start to work more than just your legs. The breathing muscles will lead you there. Remember the weighted arms, if you're using weights, it's a big if, are reaching back. With no weights, it's exactly the same principle. We're going to go down to the squat and stay. Put the hands again by the sides of the thighs. Push your arms in. Breath out then. Go down an inch and up an inch. Inhaling, down an inch and up an inch. Exhaling, shoulder blades draw together, abdominals shrink in. The lowering and lifting and refusing to let your thighs wander in, good morning Sarah, is what you're trying to keep. So therefore the attention on the band is side abductor muscles. Inhaling down and up, exhaling down and up. Once more, inhaling down and up. And breath out. And all the way up. And we go again. Have your arms bent, inhaling down to the squat, breath out, back up. The movement pattern is simple. It's your primer for working hard with the legs. The more simple the movement around the joints, the more targeted you end up. And this is targeting the side bottom, the side thigh, and a kind of very global area of the glute. There should be no sharing action going on in this side of the knee. And the upper back and lower back feel nothing except stabilised. Okay, we're going to go down this next time and stay. Staying down there, you're going to pick up your right heel to tiptoes, push your weights back again, and then lowering and lifting for 8 and 7 and 6, keeping neutral spine, keeping your breathing muscles going, keeping your shoulder blades squeezed. And then you're going to change, put that heel down and pick up the other heel. There'll be a slight shift, but you're not trying to drift sideways. The spring action has to come through the ankle and the knee bending, hip flexion a little bit more. It's right if it's going straight up into your sit bones. Aim not to veer off to the side, and then we're going to change. Now we go down to 6. So you're going 6, 5, there and back, 4, inhaling, exhaling, 3, 2, and 1, and change for the 6 on this side. Stabilise the pelvis. By all means, put your hands to your hip bones if you're unsure. The thighs do not want to wander in, so double check that they haven't gone wandering in. They stay parallel. Okay, we're ready for 4. So you go down the other way, and 4, 3, breathing. Keep the chin to the throat. And then changing, other side, 4, 3, pelvic floor, navel to spine, do not tuck that bottom under, and are you ready for 2? So you go 2, 1, and 2, 1, down and up, down and up. We now do that exchange, and if you get the sensation of doing a bit of a dance rather than forcing, the feel of the springy element, pull your bottom back, pull your bottom back, pull your bottom back, ground your heel, pull your bottom back. Keep the breathing, which hydrates, stabilizes, and works you appropriately posturally through the spinal area. Okay, and then ground yourself with both heels. Allow the upper body to flex and drape forwards. Breathe in. Breathing out, slowly allow the body to fall forwards, bending over the ribs more than anywhere. Keeping your lower back flat. Legs are bent. Breathe and we're doing the hamstring lengthener and lower back releaser. The hamstring does not have to have your legs straightening to stretch it. You'll see my legs go straight, partly because my hamstrings are that length. But if the moment your lower back tucks under, you're no longer keeping it in the hamstring, you've taken it into a general, overall, too intense stretch. All right, people, let that go. Hollow the abdominal belly away from the thighs, legs are bent, ball hands to the thighs and roll the spine all the way up. I hope you're feeling the power. You now take your body to turn. I've just turned to give you a different view to show the leg shape. Same thinking. The inhale, I'm going to put my weighted balls. If you haven't got weights, put your fingertips to your hip bones. Inhaling, pull the hip bones back. Breath out, pull forwards. Even if the, even if the band feels really tight, you have to press it out as you go down and feel the gradual coming back up. It eases off. So the breath in to take the thighs against the band and the breath out to pull back. When you're putting your fingertips, this is what I wanted to say, when you're finding your hip bones, don't let the shoulder blades kind of release. You want to keep the upper back stable. Another way of doing that is to feel as though the elbows pull back, so that whilst you're flexing your pelvic position, you're also keeping the upper back from sagging and becoming passive, because it's not a great look. The next time you go down, we stay. So the inhaling takes you down. Look at both thigh bones, make sure they're where they belong. Don't collapse at the hip. So we're not wanting you to pelvic tuck under at this point. So you're breathing in and out. You'll feel the hamstring lead to the side bum. Now we add the pelvic tilt, which is the imprint with pelvic floor. Breath out and pelvic floor takes us to that baby flexion. Inhale and hydrate the area of the lower back. Breath out and take yourself back to neutral. And again, breathing out. Use the breath out connection to pelvic floor. Inhaling and back to neutral. You're going to do 2 more. Breath out again. All this while, you'll get the strongest sensation of your abductor and lateral rotators. And as long as nothing's happening into the sacrum, you're making sure your body's performing as efficiently as it should. You're going to push up to stand again, and we take it straight into the squats. So you can keep your arms by your sides, keep your shoulder blades together. Inhaling, stretch that band, sit your seat back as though reaching for a chair. Breath out, the band helps you to the standing shape upwards. The breath in, you find the band and abduct with rotation. The breathing in and back you come. Down we go. Exhale, abdominal core and upright. Inhale, down, last time for full range. Breathing out, keeping symmetry. Down to stay. Keeping your arms backwards. This is where you're going to do your end range. So you're going up and down. Don't squeeze your glutes tight in. You need to keep your glutes released, your pelvic floor shrunken, and the work into the outside of the thigh. The bum squeeze will inhibit movement between the thigh bone and your pelvis, okay? The next time you go down, you'll stay, big breath in, exhaling, put the weights back to the side of the hip, pelvic tilt, and return up to stand, pulling the thighs together. And inhale, float your arms forwards and stretch the band, breath out and stand up. Inhaling, find a little bit of a flow from the hip to the armpit and back up. Inhaling, feel for the band, the thighs, the thighs, the thighs, the heels, the outsides of the feet, and back up. Inhaling, floating arms within a great shoulder stabilised joint and floating back up. Here we go, down. Staying down here then, pick up your right heel to tiptoes And then you're going 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, stay, turn out, 2 and 1. Place that heel down, take your arms back for the other side. And going for 8, 7, breathing. 6, keep the emphasis of the outside of the foot and the heel. 4, 3, big breaths. And you're ready for 6 on the other side. So switch. You feel a bit leprechaun-like. You can have your arms forwards again. Relaxed elbow dancer-like. 3, 2, and 1. And switch. Going to 6, 5. Breathing. 4. Lengthened inhale, exhale. 2, 1. Are you ready for 4? You will be feeling every part of the hamstring recruitment patterning, all of the hams included. Okay, other side. And are you ready for your 2s? You're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 1. It's like that little dance that I talked about earlier. By all means, reach your arms back if you're getting tired. The push of the heel to the ground, the sensation of spring, not brace, the inhaling and exhaling, breathing. Here we go, last time. Plant both heels down and roll. Keep the head hanging, the rib cage bent, breathe. Breath out, gently ease the thighs upwards. As you push the heels down, push the sit bones up. Inhaling to bend, so you're flushing out, lengthening out, right into the glute med muscle, refusing to tuck your bum under. Okay, people, the next time the legs bend, pull against the band and return your spine all the way up. Next position. For this next one, it's the walking sides move. You need the length of your mat. And you can either keep hold of the weights or let go of them. You're going to start with your legs together and find your squat. We'll take it step to the side, step together, step to the side, step together, step to the side, step together, step to the side, step, and have a tiptoes on the inside leg, where you'll go for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we go back again. We go step together, step to the side, step together, step to the side, step together, step to the side, tiptoes the inside leg, and for 4, 3, 2, and open the arms, close your arms, open your arms, close your arms, open your arms, close your arms, open your arms, stay, pull that leg in, and the inside leg is a tiptoes, and you've got your springy sensation, and then we go again. Closing the arms, we go open as you open the legs, close as you close the legs, open and close, squats, reach, squat, reach, and stay. And you've got the shoulders drawing towards each other, your inside foot is tiptoes, you're getting right into your hamstring glute on the side leg, and you go again. We have your arms closed ready as you step apart, step together, step apart, step together, step apart, step together, step apart, ground the heels to the ground, and you've got your tiptoes. 4, keep the thighs reaching out against the band. Last time, step apart, step together, step apart, step together, step apart, step together, step apart and stay. Reach your arms back and both heels down. Do a final wake-up call for those abductors. 3, 2, thighs pulling wide, outside of the foot, and then up you come to stand. I'm going to finish this workout going to hands and knees. So it's still legs. You've still got the band on. By all means, get rid of the balls. You'll be glad to be grounded right now, although it hasn't suddenly got easier. Tuck your toes under your feet, big breath in. Exhale the rib cage, shrink the tongue, shoulder placement, imprint of your lower back, not a massive tuck under. As you do your hovering knees, feel the band stretch lightly and lower. Breath out and in. There needs to be a chance for your breath out to affect your oblique rib cage area. Exhaling and inhaling. And you're switching on far more trunk stability now, shoulders away from the neck. Everything's staying side thigh, side bum, abdominal. Just 2 more. And 1 more. And now you're ready for all fours with the band. Using the right leg first, staying true all fours with a lumbar flattening, not a tucking under. And exhale, push the leg out. Inhale, pull it back in. Breathe out. Expand to tiptoe. Breathe in, folding under. The breath out is the belly button to spine, rib cage placement, pelvic floor. You're resisting any twisting at the hip. And 2 more. Load is through right arm because it's the right leg moving and left knee. Now stay with your knee hovered. Exhale, expand the band sideways, inhale. Breathing out, abduct, breathe in, bring the band together. So you slowly resistance work and then assisted joining back, but you control the assist. Exhale, expand, abdominal core hollowing, 3 more. Armpit activation through the right hand side because it's my right leg that's doing the mobilizing, my left side of the body stabilizing. Last one. And pull that knee down. Ready for the other side. Exhale, core connect, armpits, and expand, find your connection, and slide the knee under, hip hinge. The thigh, as it returns back, almost grazes the floor with the knee, to know that you haven't twisted the hips up to the ceiling. You're officially a neutral pelvis. The complications happen here when you sway back, flat backs, go to complete tucking under and lower back rounding. The only posture that wants a tiny bit of flexion is the lordotic because you're overly anteriorly tilted. Okay, last time. Float the leg into it, hovers, check thighs are level, and start your abduct. Exhale. You're pushing through the armpit of the left because the left leg is abducting with a bent leg position. We call it the dog wee moment. And you don't want to so forcefully press your left thigh out that you twist your hips. That's not the activity. The crown of the head reaches forwards. Your rib cage is constantly hydrated with the breath out, breath in connection to the core. 3 more. 2 more. Last one, breath out and abduct and let that go. Flatten out through your feet. Bring your forearms down. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And you're ready for your side lying. I'm only going to have time, I've just seen the time, so it really is. We'll just do the abduct here. So similar activity as before. You've got your bookend. You can actually have your arm down here if you can get your shoulder stability. You've got your side waist off the floor. Abduct and adduct. Flexion going on at the hip, 90 degrees, at the knee, 90 degrees, and then stay. I've got my thigh bone as high as my heel. Breath out to push away, breath in to return. Again, 4 here. I might tomorrow complete what I haven't managed to do this time. 2 more. And last one. Hold to know that it happened. Hold, 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 and then let the leg lower down. All right, quickly, flipping over the other way. You'll be glad when you've done all this, it'll be lovely. Lining everything up in a straight line or using a head cushion, it's fine. I'm obviously trying to see everything's level, knee to knee. Pelvic position is neutral, not tucked under, rib cage connected. Expand the band, inhaling and lower. The powerful breath out, pelvic floor, navel to spine, and then the easing down. The thigh lifting and the ankle following, not the ankle leading you. One last one. So in this last one we stay, and then we push into extension leg. Inhale, flexing at the hip without tucking the bottom under. Breathe out, pelvic floor, navel to spine. Be conscientious about your recruitment patterns. And inhale, pulling that hip back. Exhaling, the hip extends, the knee extends, the waist stays truly laterally neutral. And last time, feel the moment, resist the moment, breathe and ease the leg down. Okay, people. Big breath in and out. And then to finish off, you get the reward moment of crouching down into your child pose. If you want to reach your arms forward, you can, and head forehead down. If you want your arms by your side, you can, whichever way. In this moment, you want all of your breathing muscles working hard, letting the length reappear if it's been taken away inappropriately from the lower back, allowing the breath muscles to stretch. You stay doing what you're doing, I just need to speak without speaking to the ground. In the child pose position, forwards flexed, the breathing muscles will in and of themselves expel anything that got tight unnecessarily, but also give back that nurturing space that the hydrated inhale and exhale rhythm give you. All right, I'm going to sign out from this moment here. For those of you that use this as a back-to-back session, we'll start again at 10. I'll give you a definite time. So you've got 7 minutes. Don't have a bacon and egg butty. Maybe not even a cup of tea, a sip of water, a wandering around. The next video, we start lying on our back and you'll need a head cushion. You can keep the glute band on. I will try and work with that glute band. All right. It's a goodbye from me for those that aren't here again, and I will see you in a little while.